Not that kind of video.
Oh, that's for my hello and welcome to our tour of our Entegra Aspire 44R 45-foot Class A motorhome. Oh, mommy, give me kisses right there. Who's going to start?
I don't care.
All right, what are we saying?
I don't know.
All right.
So today we are going to do a tour of our motorhome, which we've been living in for
3 months.
3 months now. I can't believe it's been 3 months.
It's flown by.
It has
definitely flown by. So
we sold our house in Utah, and you can watch the tour of our house in Utah that we sold.
Linked below, of course.
To go full-time RVing. We're now in Florida, so we've gone from Utah to Florida, chasing the sun. And so we just wanted to give you a tour of our motorhome and how it's working for us.
It is a Entegra Aspire 44R Class A motorhome diesel pusher. Mm-hmm. So it's a beast. It's a big one. But when you think, oh, these big, huge motorhomes are, how is it to drive those? They are the easiest things in the world to drive. Mm-hmm. On the freeway, these are really easy to drive. Once you get into like cities where you're doing tighter turns and slower turns, they're a little more, you have to be a little more calculated when you drive them, but they are easy to drive. So don't be afraid if you're looking at buying one of these. They are easy to drive.
I wouldn't know because I'm yet to drive it.
Yet
to drive it. I'm going to one day.
She should drive it to our next spot.
So what we've been doing, this is our deal. Travis drives the motorhome, and then when we're parked, I drive the Jeep around. I think it's a good deal.
So I have a chauffeur.
Yeah, it's been working out good for us. Yes. I haven't got up the nerve to drive it yet.
Overall, we are 67 feet long. We have cameras in the mirrors, so as you turn the blinker on, you can see down each side, your left and right side. And then full time, you have a camera off the back that has like a panoramic view, so you can see traffic coming from a mile away. I mean, it is really easy to drive. So don't be afraid if you're thinking about getting something like this, because they are easy.
And so far, things are going really well. It hasn't been, it's weird because it hasn't been that much of adjustment. I mean, for me at least, going from 4,500 square feet to, I don't even know what we are. 400? I don't even think we're
like a little over 200 square feet.
A little over 200 square feet. Full time, 2 kids, and 2 parents. All of our stuff all combined in this motorhome.
It works.
And it hasn't been, yeah, it's been working. So let's go check it out. Welcome to our home.
Quick tour of the cockpit area. Here is like the power control center. So this shows we are connected with 50 amp. This is my solar controller. This is the battery controller. This is the battery controller. It shows me the voltage on the batteries, the little button everybody has on their RV. We have a wind guard system that will allow you to watch TV as you're traveling. So you can watch Dish Network and stuff while you're going down the road. Awning controls, slide controls. These are for the power awnings, and we have a controller that controls our inverter system. We have a controller that controls the inverter system on our coach. Over here you have 2 power banks that control all your 50 amp and your battery powered legs. So if something goes out, this is the first place you come to see if you can fix it. We have storage up here, and then we have the control center where you actually maneuver this beast. We can move this back there. We have docking lights, so you can light up each side and the back. You can move your pedals forward and backward. Air horn, so you can have that big old honk honk. Air brake system. You have day and night shades, so you can put your shades down on the front. Mirror controls. Leveling system. We have our lovely Garmin that helps guide us, and that's about the gist of it. Push button, transmission, and air brakes. Simple, easy, real easy to use.
Which result would you like?
Why, I don't know. Thanks for talking to me, Garmin.
Also, here's where our cameras are. So when we're
Okay.
driving, that has like the back camera and the side cameras on those screens. You turn the camera on. So that right now our camera is pointing right at the tiki.
It's part of the point at the tiki hut. But if we were backing onto a boat, or say we were pulling on a trailer, we could drop down to the hitch. So that's hitch view. So now the camera automatically switches down. So that's where our tow bar is at, and that's the hitch view. Or you got a horizon view, and that's what gives you a view of straight behind your coach, and then you can see both lanes also behind you. So it gives you a wide angle view. Do you need extra seating? We've got it. Tons of seating. Both captain chairs will swivel. What? Reclining. So we can sit back, watch a movie. There's plenty of seating for everybody.
Okay, so as we just said, these both turn around and make into additional seating with the reclining seat. We have this super comfy couch right here, which also makes into a queen size bed. So it's a blow up bed, an inflatable bed that comes out when we have guests. And then this is a dinette. Right now it's a 2-person dinette, but it makes out into a 4-person dinette. It's electric. So that comes out electrically, and then you put this on, and the table also extends. It pulls out, and then this bottom piece pulls out and up. So then it makes a 4-person dinette. Both sides will do that. Right here is some storage. We keep all of our homeschool stuff. This is Rylie's homeschool stuff, and Tripp's is on the other side. And then we just have games and stuff up top. Here is our hidden TV on a televator. It rises up right here, and it's perfect viewing from the couch and the chair. Oh, and there's Wandering Routes RV. We also have these 2 ottomans. They flip over, and one will be a tabletop, perfect for playing games or holding your drinks, and this one's more of an ottoman. They have storage inside, and we just use it for extra blanket storage on cold mornings and stuff. We get those blankets out. And that pretty much is this is all storage too. We keep some extra food and snacks up there in these little, I think we got these at Walmart, these little containers. They fit perfectly to hold all of our snacks. So then we come to our kitchen area. One of the main reasons why we went with this RV over, so we were looking at Entegra versus Newmar mostly. And one of the main reasons why we decided on Entegra was the storage space. So I don't know how clean this is, but this is one of the things that sold at least me on an Entegra over a Newmar, is the amount of pantry space that we have. So this is where we store a lot of our food, and we still have like Christmas. But we have a massive amount of storage I haven't seen in really any other RV. And then down here we keep all of our appliances. So we have a Vitamix, an Instapot. I have a toaster, all of my pots and pans. An air fryer is in there. All of our stuff was able to fit inside versus putting it outside in the under storage. So it's really easy access, and actually sold me on this motorhome versus any other one I've seen with bunk beds, because you do lose a lot of storage with bunk beds. But so this one with bunk beds has a really good storage. Another thing was the full-size fridge. I love the full-size fridge. not only for storage versus an RV fridge, but also the water. So our water is double filtered. It's filtered on the fridge, and then there's also a filter coming in. So we're actually able to drink the water from our fridge versus having another kind of filtration system or anything else. It's been really nice to just be able to use this, and we haven't had any problems yet. I'm not a pro, but we haven't had any stomach issues, any bugs, anything. We've been just fine drinking the water out of there. And then this is just another little pantry area. We don't even have it totally full, but all of these slide out, and so we've been putting like our apple cider vinegar, our canned goods and everything, our popcorn, all of that stuff, our peanut butter and jelly and stuff is what we've been using that little pantry for. We have an induction stovetop, which I had never used before. I wasn't sure about it, but we really enjoyed it. It boils water really quickly. It's worked really well.
It'll boil water when I eat oatmeal in the morning. It'll boil the water faster than I can make a cup of coffee.
Yes.
So it is an awesome thing to have.
It's worked really good, and I wasn't sure. That was something I wasn't sure about, because all of our other RVs had the gas stove top and a oven. So then we have a convection oven microwave, and I will say this cooks slower than a regular oven. I've noticed, like, I have to add a little bit of extra time, and I don't know, this is a Whirlpool. I don't know if it's just the brand, but it is a little bit slower than my gas oven that I had in my home. But it still works good. We've done cookies, croissants. We haven't done meat.
Pizzas.
Haven't done meat.
We've cooked pizzas in it.
Yeah, pizzas.
But the good thing about that is it doesn't overheat your coach. It doesn't overheat your motorhome.
No, it's true.
When you run an oven, that temperature rises because of the oven running, whereas that is all vented out the side, and you don't get all that extra heat, which is nice.
And I would pick this versus the RV size stove, because I've done that before, and this has worked a lot better, because I would cook a pizza in the RV side and it would burn every time.
Yeah.
And everything I would try and cook in an RV stove would always burn.
The smoke detectors would let us know when it was done.
Yeah, so this has been better. It's just a little bit of a learning curve maybe, and yeah, just something different I've never used before. So this pulls out to be a little bar area. All of these are super deep drawers. I still need to organize them a little bit, as you can see.
Don't judge.
But but it becomes a nice extra space. Travis has actually used this for a little computer station too.
Like
he uses that
and
as a chair, and then
office.
sets up his laptop right here. But it just makes a nice little extra counter space. We usually have it in just because I prefer, the same reason why we usually keep the dinette in. I prefer more open space. It just makes me feel like things are less crowded. But
that just means we can make bigger messes and not get in trouble as much.
No. I like things clean and organized. But we have thought this has been awesome to keep all of our fruits and vegetables in, because I found if I keep my fruits and vegetables in the fridge, nobody eats them. They end up going bad. But if they're out for everyone to see, then everyone will just grab and snack on that versus something less healthy. But so this is where we keep all of our plates, dishes, our bowls. All of my different bowls are stacked in here. This slides out, and this is good for cutting boards and my pans for the oven. Another thing that I would not want to live without full time, our dishwasher. I love this dishwasher versus I hate doing dishes. That's probably one of my worst chores. And then to just have things like setting out on the counter, drying, and no. A dishwasher was a must have for me, and it works great. We've loved it so far. And then this is just a huge drawer where we keep all of our utensils, and yeah.
If you can't tell in the video, that drawer there is probably 2.5 feet deep. These are massive.
Yes.
There's a ton of storage.
We also have a huge sink, which most of the time we keep these on just for extra counter space. Actually, most of the time, this is how we have it. We have this side on, this side off, and there's a storage in this drawer. But this drawer is where we keep all of our cleaning supplies. There's a garbage in there, but we use a full-size garbage because that's just not big enough. But there's a little place where this can just slide in right here. And then, so we always have a sink open, but just the smaller one. And I usually never actually open this one because I'm not doing dishes. I'm putting them right in the dishwasher. So another reason why I wanted this coach was this extra little counter space was invaluable to me. And it's really just our coffee bar. So we have our coffee maker, our coffee, and then an Alexa. But just this little...
Quiet, Alexa.
So just this little counter space and the cabinets. This is where we keep all of our cups and stuff. But just having this little extra space and not having to have our coffee maker on our main counter where we prepare food and stuff was really nice. Something that you don't get in any other Class A motorhome, at least. I know fifth wheels have a lot more counter space than some Class A's do.
This is our cool high-tech fan. The bathrooms, both bathrooms and the kitchen have this fan. This one doesn't have a cover over the top, so it has a rain sensor. So if it starts to rain, it'll close by itself. You can't travel with it open, but it's awesome. You hit fan on, and I'm going to move quick, so follow this. Oh, look at that. It's opening by itself. If you could see it. So there's a rain sensor unit built into it. If it starts to rain, it'll automatically close so you don't get rain all over your floor.
Another nice thing that this coach has is the central back system. This is actually where we plug in the hose. This is the one and only place, but the hose is long enough to reach all the way to the steps up front and the back bathroom. So that's where you plug in the hose. And then we have this kick plate. So after we've swept our floors, we can turn this on. You just kick it. And so it vacuums up your whole pile that you swept. That's really nice. I've loved that. Okay, let's go back and check out the bedroom area. Okay, so here are Rylie and Tripp's bedrooms slash beds slash bunk beds. Their areas. So up top we have Rylie's bunk. And we've kind of tried to make it feel a little bit more like home to her. So we put pictures of her friends, and she has a little drawing board. They both have TVs on their beds. I will say, well, let's check out Tripp's first. So Tripp is down here below Rylie. He has the same. He has his whole Wolfgang pack of stuffies that he loves and is attached to. So on the kids' beds, I actually bought these when we lived in our house. Our home, our sticks and bricks, is Betty's bedding. And I wasn't sure how they were going to fit, but they actually are working out so good in here. We love this zip bedding. So they zip it up, and it's so easy for them to make every morning to just zip back up. Me and Travis have Betty's as well. We've loved it.
Because I never make the bed.
Yeah, they make the bed, like making the bed so much easier. And we just used the little suspender clips to make them fit because, of course, this is way smaller. This is just a twin size Betty, and it's way smaller than, this bed is way smaller than a standard twin. But it works by using the suspenders underneath and clipping them. I have about 7 or 8 suspender clips probably on each of the beds.
Yeah.
Just holding them on, and we haven't had any problem keeping them on or keeping them straight, and it just makes like a much nicer, cleaner look. Okay, here's our first of 2 bathrooms. So that's another thing what I wouldn't want to full-time RV without is 2 bathrooms. just because there's always, I feel like, someone in one of the bathrooms. So we only have one shower, and this shower is really good size. I've loved it, especially with Aquahot and yeah, continuous hot water. So this is the full shower, and this is a little different too than a lot of the Class A's have just the half bath right here. But I've actually liked having the full bath here, especially when you have guests, because then the guests aren't having to go through your master bedroom to get to the shower. They can just shower right here. And it was something I was like a little bit up in the air. I didn't know if I would like not having. Do you like having the shower here?
Yeah, it's nice because the kids can shower and we still have our private space.
Yeah.
It's kind of like their bathroom that we use.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like we have our own private space back there still. We don't really have to share with them.
Yeah, so we have 2 toilets, 1 shower, which has worked out totally fine. I've actually really liked, but I like having the shower there, which I wasn't sure about. So, welcome to our master bedroom.
Where all the magic happens.
That's what they say, right?
That's what they say, but I'm in an RV with 2 kids in a bunk bed right outside the room.
Let's be honest. All the magic is not happening in here. We're here. Our 2 children are right here. But anyways, okay, so this is also Betty Beds. Love them. We love the Betty Beds. This isn't sponsored, but I recommend, because you can see, like, you can't really get around, but our bed's totally made not having to, yeah, make a hassle out of it. So up here we have tons of storage. We keep a lot of shoes. I keep all of my jackets, sweaters, stuff I just didn't want to part with. And then Travis's side is mostly shoes.
It's all shoes.
All shoes.
But they're stacked 2 rows deep.
Yeah,
and
it's huge.
they can go 3 rows high on top
huge.
of each other if I wanted to stack them up.
Maybe I can show Travis's side because my side's a little messy.
Yeah.
Okay,
if
so
you
you
can see in there. But they go, it's 2 rows deep, and then you're able to stack them 3 high if you need to stack them. I don't have that many shoes because I'm not Carrie. But
yeah, okay, so the underneath is full of my shoes. Under the bed is full of my well, and the kids' shoes.
On the roof is Carrie's shoes.
And my jackets, and we have new jackets. Florida isn't as warm as you would think in the winter. It gets pretty cold here. But anyways, okay, so we have the dresser. Right here is, the kids have some storage. It's not the cleanest. This is where they keep all of their extra books, toys, whatnot. This is where we keep all of the kids.
Pull that thing out.
I don't know if it'll come out. It won't pull
It
away.
won't pull out. That thing's like 3 feet deep.
So it's chock full. That's where we keep the kids' underwear, their swimsuits, their pajamas, it pulls out to here, but we have it stuffed to the gill. So right here is all of the kids' clothes, their shirts, their pants, everything, and here is the kids' stuff. Right here in these drawers, I keep my workout clothes. And that's about it.
She works out a lot.
My
I mean, look at
workout
that.
clothes
That you're not just born with that.
Stop it. Okay, so that is mostly my workout clothes and some shirts and stuff. Okay, so we have these little nightstands, which is pretty nice. We can charge our phones at night, and we have these little cabinets. That's where I store my extra books and journals. So that's nice. Okay, and here is the bathroom. The second bathroom.
Hold on, wait, move out of the way. Who is that holding the camera?
He's that guy.
All right, back to the bathroom.
Okay, so another reason why I wanted this coach over another one was this space right here, which is a closet. So this closet was so important to me. A lot of the RVs that we looked at, the Class A RVs, only had closet space right here. So instead of the counter space we would have a little closet, like a tiny little shirt closet, basically. So this one gave us a full closet. We have like storage up here for all of our pants, and then this goes clear back. Clear back to here, and then clear to here for hanging storage, and there's bottom storage. tons of storage. That was super important to me, not to have to get rid of all of my clothes to go full timing. So here, there's a ton of storage up here too. And I just bought, these are actually fridge storage containers. So I bought these and it just holds all of my bathroom, like my makeup and lotions and potions, and everything fits up there super nicely.
Potions? I told you she's a witch.
Lotions and potions.
She has potions. She's a witch.
Okay, so this is our laundry basket. It's tiny because we do laundry every single day because you just have to. When you're living full time in this tiny of a space, laundry is just done every day.
And by we, she means
And
she does
me.
laundry, not me.
So this is another thing I would not full time without, is a washer and a dryer. I love it. Works so great. I can fill it almost as full as my one at home. I had, I think, a Whirlpool at home too, a front loader, and this holds maybe just a tiny bit less, but it's not that big of a difference. People complain about these a lot, and I haven't had any, I'm gonna knock on wood, but I haven't had any problems yet. I love it. We love that it has full size toilets, regular.
Porcelain toilets, not.
Yes.
And they have a cool little feature that you're actually depositing in the toilet. We have just for tinkles here, or if you're leaving a little extra, you know, number 2, you hit that, it'll use more water to flush it down, and there's actually a grinder inside of it, so before it hits a black tank, it's already all ground up and ready to be ejected through the macerator tube.
So we're using less water. We're basically saving the world with these
look
toilets.
how green we're going, besides the diesel.
The thing I forgot to mention in what I've loved this counter space for, I bought these, and this holds all of our, so this is Rylie and Tripp's computers, and we've actually used this little space right here. And on Amazon, we found these awesome little chairs. Look at this. So they set them up right next to each other, and there's their little gaming station. They can come back here, and whatever they want to do for a couple hours a day, they can come game or watch YouTube. And it's just nice not to, because at first we had it all on our main table, our kitchen table basically. They were gaming or doing school, and now they can just come back here, do it, and then put it right back away. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Love it!
And this has been just nice. Like, I have Travis and my computer, and just all of our extra stuff, our books and stuff, all of the overflow can come here and still be organized and have just a place to go and be put away.
Okay, so we have all of our stuff we brought with us. Where do we store it? We have storage bays all down the side of the motorhome. The awesome thing about these is the accessibility. This goes all the way through. It's a pass-through storage. You can access each side from, obviously each side, but what's great about this is the slide out. So you can stack stuff in there that's heavy, put it back in there, slide it back out, and then when you're done, you just boom, back in. These ones here are a little shallower, but we're able to store our one wheels, leaf blower to keep our sites clean, our helmets, Piper stuff. I put in a power center here, so all of our one-wheel chargers when we do Christmas lights, they're on there. I got battery chargers for the drills.
Our Dyson vacuum.
Oh yeah, Dyson vacuum.
Must have. So easy.
Yeah, just in and out. So that charges right there. So this has been really great. Tons of storage inside of these things. So
this is where a lot of them have the fridge.
Yeah, you can get a fridge. You get a rack, just like the rack in that last store. It'll slide out. It's a Dometic fridge, so it's a fridge freezer. You can pull those out so you can have a freezer for meats, or you can dial it down to make it a fridge for extra things. We're still deciding.
We're still deciding if it's worth it for the upgrade, if we want to do that or not. Because we like having the other storage here as well.
So this has worked out pretty good for us for the last 3 months. So
yeah.
maybe, maybe not. But let's go take a look. No, let's not go take a look inside because we're already out here.
Let's go check out the other side.
Now I'm going to show you the cool stuff, the manly stuff. Alright, this for you RVers is a little bit different. This is my sewer hose. It actually connects to a macerator system. So, and I had a reader out here so I can check my gray levels, my black levels, 43%. So we figured out a way you can almost make a P-trap out of your hose as it's draining, and we can leave our gray open. That way you don't get the sewer gas smell back in. So if I shut the gray off, pull the black lever, you can hear it all flowing. But then there's a pump. So it's basically a garbage disposal for your doo-doo. And you just kick it on. And you can watch your levels drop. So this is, it's fast and it's clean. You don't have to touch that big brown stinky slinky hose. So I'm at 43%. This is, I believe that's almost 50 gallons of black water. And we're at 11%. 7%.
Just that easy.
Boom. You hear it make that different noise. Black water's dumped. Take it off. Open your gray back up. That way when you're running your washer, your dryer, your showers, you just free flow everything out. And right now that was 7%, so that's helping flush out my tank or flush out my hose, but I like to kick it on just a little bit to push that black water out. Oh, here's a public service announcement. Keep Lysol close by. We have seen numerous times people, the water hoses you use to hook your water to, people flushing the black hoses out with them, like directly on them. We always sterilize.
Putting their black water hose, or their black, what's it called? Their dump
hose, their poop hose.
In the water spout, the fresh water spout, and rinsing it out. So then you come and hook up your
unknowingly
clean water hose
you're thinking,
where someone's just had their black water.
Yeah, you're thinking, oh, people just use this for drink. No, people are flushing their black water out. So use a little bit of Lysol or disinfectant, clean it, because people do it. We've seen it.
We've seen it firsthand.
2 sites ago, we watched some guy do it. And then, oh, here's the cool thing. I almost forgot. You don't have to reel your hose in. It has a button. And then it pushes down inside this sleeve. And then you just close the door. It has an outdoor shower also. But as I close the door, so now the hose comes out the bottom. Manly door number 2. Dun, dun, dun. Same thing. We have, these are not light hoses. This is the power cord. These are not light power cords. This is the 50 amp power cord. But it's all electric reeled. This is awesome. This is our Aquahot power system. It supplies us with unlimited hot water, so we don't have a tank. Whereas a normal a normal RV is usually running about 6 gallons on a water tank. Normal RV shower, you turn on the water, you get soaped up, shut off the water, lather yourself up, turn it back on, rinse yourself off, and you're done. Hour long shower. And the way I have that water free flowing out of the gray water tank, you just take nice long showers. Radiant floor heat system does your whole entire floor system. It loops back and forth. It makes a loop around anything that contains water to ensure that you do not have any freezing problems. The freshwater tank, it does a double loop, I believe, around that, so it keeps your freshwater tank warm, so you can camp in like 0 degree temperatures and not have any problems with these. You also have, it'll circulate the coolant up into a heating duct system, basically like your regular, like your house. You'd have like floor ducts. It'll circulate hot water into the vents and then has blowers that blows it out, and then we also have heat built into the air conditioner systems. So that will actually heat it. So this thing stays warm. This also runs on diesel. This is a propane-free coach. So we don't run on propane. It runs off the diesel fuel that our tank has. So I think if you get below a quarter of a tank, it will shut off. But if it does do that, it has an electric system, so you can still take a quick shower, wash dishes, have hot water for washing your hands. But it's a great system to have, so something to look for if you're buying a coach.
So we hope you enjoyed this tour of our motorhome. If you would like to see the home that we left to do this, to go full time with our 2 kids, Rylie and Tripp, go check out the Sticks and Bricks home tour.
We'll put a link below.
Yes.
And
if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and come back, because we're going to be posting so many videos of our journey as a full-time family. Follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is wandering.routes, and we post on there daily. So if you want to just see more of what we're doing on a day-to-day basis, head over to Instagram or Facebook, Wandering Routes on Facebook, and follow us there. But thanks for being here. We're so glad you're here. We're so thankful you're here. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.